my name's Megan. I'm an interior designer here at Xybix, and I wanted to take a little bit of time and explain to you one of the projects I worked on when I first got here. This is located in Dickson County, and I had the pleasure to working with Shauna. So the design we ended up going with, we went through 5 different revisions. The final one is very different from the rest, and I'll kind of explain why. So this is what we call our zigzag configuration, and kind of the name speaks for itself. A lot of the benefits out of this is you get a lot of open space for your own self, but you're not too far away from your other partner. And especially with this layout here, we have open surface underneath here if they really wanted to swing up and kind of like have more of a communal area. You can kind of have your back towards, so there's no one behind you, but then if you want to have more of that, again, communal feel. We have the interior space here that kind of zigzags through, kind of intermittent with, you know, a worker and open space. This kind of gave more flow to the room. This room itself is very boxy. Shauna was very just kind of bored with the kind of linear copy paste. She wanted something a little bit more different for their space. And she wanted to fit more people in. I believe the center started out with 6 people, so we actually gained 4 positions. What we really kind of pride ourselves here at Xybix, especially as designers, we love taking the time with the point of contact, the director, and really getting their feedback on what their dispatchers are looking for. You know, at the end of the day, it is about the comfortability, but they also have to be very functional in their space. So essentially where we started out, it was late 2020. And this whole project didn't wrap up until late 2021. So a year of back and forth of figuring out different ideas of how to kind of make the space work, gain more positions, and also still having more space in the room so it doesn't seem too cluttered. And I think that's where we kind of started with this X formation. It does take up a good amount of space. It kind of blocks off the entire middle of the room. Shauna wasn't necessarily a huge fan of that. She thought it, you know, to walk around essentially was kind of an inconvenience. So with that being said, you know, we kind of try to play around with other ideas of like the pod configuration, so at least there's like a walk-through in the middle, so you're not having to go around the entire, you know, workstations to get to where your seat is. And then from there, we were kind of playing around with like, okay, well, what if we got rid of storage? Wasn't necessarily feeling much of that since it wasn't really that much of a drastic change. And to where, like I said, the last option that we ended up moving forward with was completely out of the realm from where we started. I enjoy that because, like, to take the time the way we do with our customers, you know, they're going to be using this for, you know, decades down the road potentially. So to make sure that this space is something that they are happy going to, you know, on a day-to-day basis for long, long hours, you know, it just makes the end result that much more gratifying. To hear that the customer is that pleased with what you're coming up with and what you're showing, and at the end of the day, what they're going to end up in their space. Like, they couldn't wait to get this. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned a little bit about our design process. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out. We're always happy to help.